Hi beautiful ones, how are you all doing out there on this chilly old Friday morning? In today's video I'll be showing us all how to get this beautiful, glowing, yet perfect looking skin. Sounds like something you want to find out more about? Stay tuned, and it's all for less than £10. Should have said that at the start really, shouldn't I? But I've said it now, so anyway, here's the video. Beautiful people, beautiful ones I should call you. That's what I've always called you. That's what I will always call you guys, because you are all beautiful. Waffling now, sorry about that. What you will need to achieve the look for today is a highlighting stick. Do make sure it's a pearly sort of, yeah, just a pearlized one, not too sparkly, not too glittery. And you'll also need a stick foundation or one of those old push-up sort of concealers. Do you know what I mean? Those ones you used to sell in Boots for like 99 pence. If not, I'll try and find a photo and put it down here. Try and get yourself a stick foundation if you can, is ideal. Prepare your skin in any way you normally would, so primer, serum, moisturiser. Don't go in with too many layers though guys, because that will ultimately affect the way that the whole look looks. It just will. So I've got nothing on my skin, I've just had a nice shave and I've exfoliated my face. Going to apply a good generous layer of this to the entire of my chops. This is a silicone based highlighting stick. The silicone will then provide slip, so on and so forth, so that the stick foundation will then just glide over the top, or the concealer I should say, because it's not a foundation, it's in fact a concealer. Let's get loads of that on there. Anyway, you're going to be putting the stick foundation basically. That should be plenty for now. Just screw him back down. These are by Collection. I do like this this highlighting stick. It's amazing. It's a dupe of Fenty's highlight stick. I don't know what the name of that is. I tend not to go to Fenty because it's way too expensive. But now we go in with the concealer. This is the Technic. What's it called? Conceal and Blend. 2-in-1. It's got a little sponge on the end. I assume that's what the 2-in-1 means, because that's the only product you get in there is the concealer. But let's push it up just a little bit, shall we? This is virtually an identical match to my skin, and I think they sell 5 or 6 different shades of this. But what I'm going to do is just apply it over the top. Quite a thick sort of coverage look this is. Speed this bit up, won't I? Rather than me just sat here with preening as I tend to do. So beautiful ones, currently on my face I've got foundation, do try and get it right mister. Currently on my face I've got concealer in a stick form, and I've got pearlescent highlighter again in a stick form. So we need to blend this all together now. Big tip of the day, I'm going to show you how to blend something which is quite viscous on the skin without pulling the skin too much. So get yourself a dome top brush. That's filthy, isn't it? I do wash my brushes after every use, but it seems that the filth is winning, doesn't it? So just going to put a blob of this. Is, oh, should have told you, that's a primer. What's it called? Prime Time skin primer from Poundland, and that was £1. Why do we have to spend so much on makeup? I just don't think it's pointless. So I'm just going to load that onto there. Screw him up, and so just blend that into the top of the brush like that, just so there's nothing showing on the brush, or on your finger indeed. There we go, can you see that's all in there now? And then we're just going to start by circular blends, circular motions. Wow, that feels incredible. My skin's really in bad condition at the minute. And as you manipulate the brush around your face, it's going to unify what we've just put onto the skin. So it's unifying the concealer and the highlighter, giving me the most gorgeous giving me the most gorgeous looking skin imaginable. Really natural. A little bit greasy, I suppose, but that's the look of the minute, isn't it? You can always powder it down afterwards, can't we, guys? Obviously, if you have greasy skin or oily skin, then go in with a matte primer. If you have dry skin, go in with it. This is a very hydrating primer. Wow, that looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? Carried away. As I said, this is quite a hydrating primer. There is loads of oils and stuff in there. So yeah, I'm waffling again. So yeah, just buff it in. Skin's really sensitive at the minute. I don't know why. My skin's normally like old leather. You can throw anything at my skin and it just generally comes bouncing back. But as I'm getting older, it seems to be becoming really reactive. And of course, the greasy look of the of my skin a few seconds ago will not last, guys, because as the primer is absorbed into the skin and the foundation and the highlight, sorry, the concealer and the highlighting stick are absorbed into my skin, it will start to look a little bit more matte. But can you see that now, beautiful ones? The light is coming in from here and it's just bouncing directly off my skin as opposed to being absorbed by my skin, which if I'd gone in with a much more matte, a matte concealer and a matte primer, it would have absorbed the light, hence showing up stuff like wrinkles and pores and stuff. But now it's giving you the optical illusion of pretty darn flawless skin. Just going, why did I show you that, guys? Why? Shall I just go in with a little bit more buffing? And then you just simply work it into the skin. Don't forget your ears, guys. And of course, by the time you've started moving it around your skin, the products will have unified, and then that will then be transferred onto the brush. So you're moving the whole combination of primer, concealer. Wow, I got it right. Primer, concealer, and into the temples. If I were doing this for myself, I would stop there because that's plenty of coverage for me. As you can see, it's unified my skin. Although if I'd just gone in with a concealer on its own, it would look so much more matte and so much thicker than this. The addition of the primer and the highlighting stick have worked together to firstly dilute the concealer, and secondly to add like a layer of dimension behind the concealer so that it looks far more natural. I think that looks amazing, and particularly that cheek there. Well, yeah. So I'm really pleased with that. Just put my glasses on for a quick inspection. Yep, really pleased with that. So it has worked. You may need to just tidy your eyebrows up, like because I've got makeup all over mine now. In which case, just go in with an eyebrow pencil or a mascara or what have you, or just go in with a damp end of a J-cloth. Remove the makeup from facial hair. If you've got a moustache like I have, remove it from there too. So now my skin looks pretty perfect, doesn't it? It does. So I'm just going to bring it back to life just a little bit with some red lipstick used as blush. And all I tend to do is just to apply a good layer of that on the back of my hand. And that's a burgundy sort of colour. Do try and get it as near a blood colour as possible. And when you think about it, blood is not bright red. I know Hammer House of Horrors and Hollywood tend to use bright red blood. Real blood is sort of like a burgundy sort of colour. It just is. Please take my word for that. This is a satin finish lipstick. You can see that on there, can't you? Again, something ridiculously cheap, like £1.75 from Body Care. I'll link everything I've used today into the description. So go and get yourself a damp sponge. You can see that's pretty wet, can't you? And just massage or just work that into the end, into the sponge, using the rounded end of the sponge. And we're just going to be bringing just a bit of colour back to your cheeks if you think that it just looks a little bit dead, although I don't think it does at all, do you? That looks incredible. So again, remove spectacles and just start by lightly applying the lipstick. Bring it onto your nose too. And then just go onto your forehead as well. I'll just go in for a final inspection because we're just about done there. And as you can see, the addition of the red lipstick has just added even more dimension to my skin. I'm not going to use contour today, although I do tend to use a I do tend to use quite a greyish brown sort of coloured lipstick if I'm going to contour at all, and just tend to put it there. Can you see where that dark area is on my cheek? Just a little swipe there and a little swipe on that side, and that's all I need to do. This look will work for men and women too. So let's talk about price of products quickly, shall we, guys, before I disappear for the day. The highlights is upside down. Do try and get it right. The highlight stick was £5 from Collection. I got that from Sainsbury, which is a supermarket in the UK. There is a website, again, I'll link that into the description, and I believe they may deliver to America. If not, you've got the Fenty one, haven't you? The difference between this one and the Fenty one is that this is, as I said, this is £5. The Fenty one is something ridiculous, like 30 quid. Ridiculous amount of money, isn't it? The concealing stick, and this is in shade dark, believe that or not, although it so isn't dark, is it? The concealing stick was £2.99, something like that, and the lipstick was ridiculously cheap, something like 75p to £1. Again, I'll link it in the description. Maybe lying to you totally there. It may have been £1.99, certainly cheaper than £2. So this whole look has come to less than £10. What I particularly like about this method is the fact it just gives you that priceless bit of light there. You can see that, can't you? And in natural daylight, it just looks just as flawless and just as perfect as it does now, and just as natural. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Just throwing my brush over there. Might add a smashing effect or not, depends. That's it for today, beautiful ones. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Similarly, consider subscribing, and do hit the notifications button so that you're notified each time I release new videos. Don't do what I did and subscribe to like 30 or 40 channels, and forget to hit the notification button to all, because you just won't get notified otherwise. So, and you'll suddenly come across videos you haven't seen of your favourite YouTubers, and you'll go and kick yourself because you, well, so I'm going to stop waffling and go now. Have a wonderful Friday, guys. And remember, I love you all very, very much. Take care. See you. Bye.
Tell me why you wanna be on your own. Tell me why you wanna be on your own.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the House of Joseph. In today's video, I'm going to be showing us all how to get this beautiful glowing skin that looks perfect at the same time. Does it not? I hope it does. Anyway, that's what we're doing in today's tutorial. So if you feel like watching it, then I'm going to have to start that again, aren't I? Bugger it.